He's not rich in the Lord. You need to be rich toward the Lord and not just rich in the flesh. Right, so yeah, so not to worry too much about that concerning if you're comfortable or not. Just make sure you save yourself. Yeah, that's what you need to focus on. Don't focus on another man's life and way of salvation, because that might not necessarily mean something for you. Why? Because it says right here in the book of Sirach 29:20, help thy neighbor according to thy power, and beware that thou thyself fall not into the same. So you can help your neighbor with physical things, money and stuff like that, but don't help him to where you yourself are gonna fall and be in his situation. You know, don't seek. Listen. Some people are fighters. They hit the gym. They go fight. They go fight high level or even amateur level or even mid class level fights. Yeah, you shouldn't go try and do that too, because yeah, that might not be for you. You know what I'm saying? So you need to work out your own type of salvation and your own path upon the track, the track and field and stuff like that. Then you go do something else that you are comfortable in. Don't be following after him. You might get yourself hurt. He's trained for that. He's on that tip. He's on that warrior tip. It's not necessarily for you. You know what I'm saying? You need to find yourself something else in order to, feel good about yourself, basically, in Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Don't follow everything that another man does, because it might not work out for you, right? You seek thy own. Seek thine own. Don't seek another man's pleasure for you. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. But don't think it always works out, and don't think it always doesn't. It's a balance. You got to be balanced with it. So, yeah. Right. So, enough of this. And then, take away from me vanities, and not too rich and not too poor. That's what we pray for. And the balance, Proverbs 11:1, a false balance is an abomination to the Lord. This is actually talking about money. But a just weight is his delight. But you can also apply it to the rule of life. Don't be too wicked. Don't be too wicked, and don't be too over-righteous. Right. I don't need to read the rest. Wisdom in Solomon 3:14. And he blessed the eunuch with his... and blesses the eunuch which with his hand had wrought no iniquity, nor imagined wicked things against the Lord. For unto him shall be given the special gift of faith, and and an inheritance in the temple of the Lord, more acceptable to his mind. Now, the reason I read this is because of this. For example, don't worry too much about this, my man. If it, like Paul said, if it is possible, if you are able to, and then refrain from all those fleshly things and stuff like that. And also the book of Matthew 19 explains that, because Yahweh Shai himself said that certain people are able to restrain from that, from so-called sexual encounters, and some people cannot. If you are able to do it, then do it. If you are not able to do it, don't worry, you sin not. Read these two chapters, 1 Corinthians 7 verse and Matthew 19, because I've already made videos about it. That's why I don't really 100% wanted to go up in it. I just wanted to glance over it, because like I said, I made in-depth videos about this and what I'm talking about now concerning the relationships and stuff like that. I already did that, so I don't want to go up in it again. And this, I already did that too. So, yeah. Right? So, First Kings and here and Matthew 23:15. Woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites. Not only the scribes and Pharisees are this way. It's just basically people upon the planet Earth also. For ye compass sea and land to make one proselyte, followers basically. And when he is made, ye make him twofold more the child of hell than yourselves, knowing that you're not gonna make it. So why am I trying to read this unto you? You have certain people upon this planet Earth that want to have fruits. They want to have fruits, but they're evil trees. So they want their fruit to actually be even more wicked than they, following after their sinful lusts. Like, for example, seeking these type of things. Yeah, labor not to be rich. If you have it, you have it. If you don't seek for it. Labor not to be rich. That's what the Lord said. Don't try and get this. That's going to make you do a lot of sinful things. If you are born into this, or if you have been given this, you won a lottery or something like that. Okay, cool. That's your lot. And don't be greedy with it, because the Lord is going to really look at you like, so what are you going to do with that? Okay? But don't 100% give it up. Certain people, yeah, you should give it up. And like Kanye West, he should give it up, humble himself. He's not going to do that. He's not going to do that. But you have other people that are rich, like I just showed you, Matthew, Luke 19? Luke 19? Yeah, Luke. There's certain Israelites that are rich, and they're still going to make it. Salvation is still going to come to their house. I already did a video about this, by the way, this chapter, about the rich man. Right, so, yeah, so they are going to make it. And but then you have people that are living like this. Yeah. You need to switch to this, right? And no. Where's the female guy? The guy with a lot of females. Did I click it? Here. Right. This thing. Yeah. The scripture shows you like, hey man, it's not a good thing to be walking around like this. If you do have this, then it's good. It's better. You know. That means those are your wives. On a one night stand type of tip, yeah. That's not a good thing if you are in the scriptures. And from a lot of women comes a lot of troubles. And a lot of uncomfortableness, which is not something that people desire. Nobody desires an uncomfortable life. Everybody seeks something of comfort. When you go to an uncomfortable thing within your comfortable life, then we gladly take it and accept it, just like Job. But don't seek after it. That's not a good thing. Don't justifiably go out of your way and say like, no, I need to lead an uncomfortable life, because that is not profitable unto you. It's not profitable unto you. You're just going out your way, man, to make it harder for yourself. You know what I'm saying? For example, this is what I often say. This is not some first thing. For example, you have certain jakes that they don't want to deal with the black female because they say like, oh yeah, she is, basically I'm uncomfortable with her. She's just a lot of problem. And with the Edomite females or a heathenistic female from another nation, she treats me like a king and stuff like that. Okay, then, just for mess up's sake, then I would tell you like, no, go deal with the witch, go deal with the one, and then make yourself uncomfortable. Now, why would I do that? No. Why would you do that, actually? Yeah. But why would I tell you to go do that? Nah, man, work out your own salvation, man. Do what you think is best for you. If you want to be comfortable because of the heathen nation female and her mindset towards you, go do what you want to do, boy. You know what I'm saying? But I would say like, yeah, you're gonna find out. Everybody's gonna find out. Everybody will. Every man will get what they deserve. Every man will get what they deserve. Yeah, I'm the first one to say that, so I know it to be the truth. Every man gets his portion in life, so that's what you get, and that's what you deserve. Because, hey, but you might say like, okay, so did the apostles deserve to be murdered? Yeah, and the prophets. Yeah, Isaiah chapter 57 explains that to you. Not everyone that dies is actually you supposed to be laughing at, because you gonna get yourself in a lot of worse trouble than him. I'll tell you that. So, not everyone is what you think, and actually they're better off than you. because you're gonna really suffer, and you're not gonna die. You're gonna live and feel all the pain, which is what you deserve. Right? So, Zechariah 13:8. And it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith Yahweh, two parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein. And I will bring the third to the fire, and I will refine them as silver is refined, and I will try them as gold is tried. They shall call on my name, and I will hear them. I will say, it is my people, and they shall say, Yahweh is my power. So, the 1/3 is going to go to some things. It's going to go to some fire and stuff like that in order to be made purified. So don't be afraid of the uncomfortableness. You know what I'm saying? But just like the unjust steward, seek ye comfort. Seek ye comfort. That's what you're supposed to be doing. Don't make it hard for yourself. Why are you trying to be over righteous? Why would you destroy yourself? That's just stupid. Seek comfort. Every man on this earth is seeking comfort. If the person is telling you on purpose that he's seeking uncomfortableness, he's lying to you. Because what are they doing? You don't want to work every fucking day. You don't want to do that. So what are you seeking? You're seeking comfort. After work, you go and you chill. Why? Because you're seeking comfort. So don't lie to others about seeking the uncomfortable ways and paths of this world. Because you're lying to yourself. You're lying to them too. You need to tell them to seek comfort, but you need to prepare them for the hard times. That's the beauty. In Yahweh Bashem Yahashua, we prepare one another. We comfort one another with these words. So even if you're going through some bad things, hey, put the scriptures down, to explain stuff to them. Then they be like, man, I already feel good about that. So you put their mind at ease. Their mind needs to be at ease. If your mind is not at ease, you're going to be in a lot of turmoil around you, right? But if your mind is at ease, it doesn't matter if a nuclear bomb has been shot in the air. You're not worried because you're comfortable in your mind. There is where it counts, the comfortableness. Now the physical uncomfortableness, yeah. The spirit is going to make you comfortable in your mind because you're going to get that spirit from Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, and he's going to set you up and set up a standard. You're going to be that standard, by the way, Lord willing. He's going to set you up to never fall, right? Even through this. Now it says here, Zechariah 14:1, behold, the day of Yahweh cometh, which is a bad time. And thy spoil shall be divided in the midst of thee, our people shall be robbed. For I will gather all nations against Jerusalem to battle, and the city shall be taken, and the houses rifled, and the women ravished. And half of the city shall go forth into captivity, and the residue of the people shall not be cut off from the city. Then shall Yahweh go forth and fight against those nations. With who? With the residue, the remnant of those people that been through all this. They saw all this happening. People put into slavery, women being raped, houses being spoiled and ravished and stuff like that, rifled. They saw all that. So you did go through some things, some uncomfortable situations. But the Most High is going to make you comfortable in the midst of all of that. Therefore, fear ye not, ye Jacob, ye sons of Jacob, for I am with thee, I will hold thy hand. That seems like a comfortable scripture to me. So, he's going to feed us. He's going to hold your hand when you cross the street. And you know, there's a lot of death crossing the street, right? Well, that's this world. And we are upon that zebra path with Yahweh Bashem Yahushai holding our hand. This is a zebra path, what I mean. Hey, zebra path. Did it? Oh, is it also a zebra path in the English? I didn't know that. Anyway, this is how you cross the street. But then the Lord is gonna hold our hand, you know. And then we cross the street, and then this is the world highway. This is the world. This is the world, going like 200 miles an hour. All these cars going 200 miles an hour. This is the world, and then we're gonna cross this street safe. through the power of Yahweh Bashem Yahshai. Here, this one I want. All of these cars, picture these cars going 100 miles an hour. that's a very fast thing. But anyway, the Lord is just going to cross the street with us. And we're going to be safe. You know? And comforted too by Yahweh Bashem Yahshai. So that's why we need to speak comfortable unto our people. So, in the physical form, just like that unjust steward, seek help for yourself. You know? Save yourself. And this is how you work out your own salvation. This is how you save yourself. Philippians chapter 2, verse 12. Wherefore, my beloved, as ye have always obeyed, not as in my presence only, but now much more in my absence, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. And how do you do that? You obviously can't bring salvation to yourself, but you can. How? By following after the Lord, his ways. If you do that, then yeah, what is it, John? If you do that, 1 John chapter 2, verse 6. He that saith he abideth in him ought himself also so to walk, even as he walked. So, if you say that you are in the Lord, then you need to walk in the way of the Lord, his mannerisms. Do what he says. That's how you bring salvation towards your door. And then he will open the door and let you in. He's the salvation. Okay? But you walk toward his doors. And then he will open the door. And no man can shut it for you, in front of you. And you can go in and out when you want to. You know why? Because he said so. He opened the door and no man can shut it before you. And you shouldn't go into other doctrines, or else that's how man can shut it for you. But that's because you went there. Then the door will shut it by itself. But that's because you followed him. Let no man take thy crown. But if you don't do that, then you can walk in and out freely. He says it in the book of, I think it was John. Yeah, John 10. Here. John 10 and 9. I am the door. By me, if any man enter in, he shall be saved, and shall go in and out, and find pasture. Pasture is what a sheep eats, which is food, of course, grass, which is nutrients. And we are sheep, so we eat all the time. The scriptures is what we eat, right? So you can go in and out when you want. For example, how did Paul go in and out? Well, Paul went in and out like this. He made himself to be as if he was without the law among them that were without the law, but he was in the law. So he goes in and out. How? Let me show you. Like this, 1 Corinthians 9 here. 1 Corinthians chapter 9, verse beer. 21. To them that are without law, as without law, then he will be as if he is without law also, being not without law to Yahweh, but under the law to Yahweh Shai, which is the grace period. Right? That I may gain them that are without law. So what did Paul do? He went in and out the door, basically. Because, yeah, he went in Yahweh Bashem Yahshai, and he went out as if, as if he was not in the law. But he is. Especially to the Heavenly Father, because he knows his mind. The Lord knows that he's not going to do certain things. So that's why you shouldn't try and put strict laws here on the ones that just came in, and even to the ones that are kind of weak. But to a certain degree, certain things are just kind of almost unacceptable. You know what I'm saying? It's just your personal feelings toward this world, and your lustful feelings toward this world. It's kind of irritating sometimes when you see people like that. I always, and this is not something new, I always said, even when the shy guys, the GMS Chicago, even when they was there, and then then they named himself Tried and Refined. Even before that, and also the guy that was called Yanadan. I saw these dudes lined up, and I just never liked them. I always said to myself, "This is the weakest. This is the easiest. Yeah, it might be easy for you, but not for them. That's true. But the point is, this is the only law on the planet Earth, the only law that we need to do on the planet Earth, wherewith you are not forced to on any job in existence. No job in existence will force you to line up your head. Never. It doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. There are jobs that will force you to line up your beard, like some securities and also chef. If you want to be a chef in the kitchen, then you need to line up your beard, or you need to put a cap around your beard. But then again, you see these big chefs with big beards and stuff like that. Yeah, if you aren't a prosperous chef, then they're gonna force you to do this. But if you are a prosperous chef and everybody knows about you, they know your name, you make meals, and a meal costs like what, $100 for a simple chicken or something like that, then people are not gonna tell you anything concerning your beard when you serve them food and stuff like that, because you're well respected, because people have respect of person, you know. But if you are so-called nobody, then they're gonna force you to do this because you have no status. You don't have that, right? You don't have that. But then like I said, if you see them 5-star restaurant chefs, and they have a big beard, yeah, nobody's gonna tell them anything because they are above other people. Rich, when the rich man speaks, everybody shuts the hell up and stuff like that, right? So, yeah. So you have those type of things, and it's just weird. It's just weird if you are not doing that. If you just lining up and stuff like that. I just think it's weird. I just think it's weird. That's the easiest law. Where did I put it? Did I click it away? That's the easiest law that you can actually keep. Lined up here, and still you have people that just don't do it. I would rather walk around like this, and this is the aftermath of lining up. It's just horrible in itself. I never liked it, so lucky for me, I never liked it. I never liked lining up and stuff like that. I just never did. You look like a woman. You need to cut your hair. You really look like a woman. That's because of your mama, boy. I taught you how to have long hair. But anyway, so yeah. Where was I? Yeah, this one. Right, so the book of Acts, it explains to you that here. Verse 10. Maybe we gave you no such. Acts 15 and yeah, you cannot be. This is a very good chapter for that topic that I just had concerning, trying to force certain things on brothers and stuff like that. Yeah, shouldn't be doing that. Verse 10, Acts 15 and 10. Like I said, the thing about this, yeah, that's just a worldly thing, my man. Has nothing to do with force. That's the easiest scripture law to keep. There's literally no. It's just if you can't keep this, then it's a personal preference, man. It has nothing to do with the forcing or not forcing. It's just that you're uncomfortable walking around normal, because Like these type of females. This is beautiful. I have no problem with this. But then they want to look like this. I think this is a different person, man. I don't think it's the same person. But I have no problem with this, man. You know, why you want to make yourself lighter? It don't make no damn sense, bro. And if you look like this, I have no problem with that neither. You know? So, yeah. It's not even about that. It's about you find yourself too horrible looking as normal, and then therefore you want to line up in order for you to look good in the eyes of another. Yeah, that's about your own destruction, my man, because that's just stupid. Why you want to make them feel good about yourself? Ain't you supposed to feel good about yourself and basically F them if they are against it? And if they're not, then you have gained your brethren, or your wife or whatever. Some of them guys want to just look pretty for a girl. Why don't you put some lipstick on that bad boy and bend over then if you really want to look pretty? How about that? You know, sucker. I hate that shit. It's just stupid. So it says here, Acts chapter 15 verse, and I've been saying this for years, so I always said you gotta watch a nigga that can't line up, and he's a teacher. I'm talking about teachers. If he teaches the scriptures and he lines up his head, yeah, I am very suspicious of you. Because he that is unjust in the smallest things, how much in the bigger things? Come on, man. You believe that guy? Yeah, I don't believe him. Right, so it says here, Acts 5 and 10. Now therefore, why tempt ye the Heavenly Father to put a yoke upon the neck of the disciples, which neither our fathers nor we were able to bear? Don't put something unbearable upon another by causing him to think that he should be in an uncomfortable mindset in the flesh. Why are you doing that? You shouldn't do that. You should prepare him for the uncomfortableness by reading scriptures and stuff like that. Like, look, the Lord did save the ones, in an uncomfortable situation. That is beautiful. But why seek it for yourself? Are you trying to heap destruction onto yourself? No. Like I said, certain men are able to do it, and certain men are not able to do it. 1 Corinthians chapter 12 shows you there are different spirits, but all are of the Lord, in Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. So, if you can't take it, then hey, don't go seeking after it because you want to be a fighter like him. You're going to get your ass whooped up in the ring. Don't do that. Seek your own. Make it of your own. And then be respected within your own. By yourself first. And then by others. And then the others respect you. And if not, then hey, seek yourself another friendship. I would advise that. So it's because you're supposed to feel comfortable around the ones that you are with. Don't get irritated. If you are getting irritated, then it is not a good idea. It's not a good relationship. It's not good. So always seek comfort. Because if you're uncomfortable in your friend's circle or at your so-called job or at your place, your girl and stuff like that, then it's time for you to find something new. And with your girl, you try and work it out to the best of your ability, and stuff like that. Everything you're trying to work out to the best of your ability. But if it can't, then something needs to happen. But I'm actually looking for... Because there was trouble in them, but I'm looking for it. Let me see. Oh, yeah, here. Verse 5. Acts 15:5. But there rose up certain of the sect of the Pharisees which believed, saying that it was needful to circumcise them and to command them to keep the law of Moses. And the apostles and elders came together to consider of this matter. What? No. Yeah, this basically also says it, but I'm looking for something else that said that Why are you making them do that? That's not what we're supposed to be doing. But this is good enough. Verse 10. Okay, so now Acts 15 and 19. Wherefore my sentence is, we trouble them not, which from among the Gentiles are returned to Yahweh. So this is for the new brothers that come in. Don't trouble them with all these laws and stuff like that. But that we write unto them that they abstain from pollution of idols and from fornication, which is sexual and which is physical and spiritual. So no adultery. Just stay away from things like that. You know what I'm saying? Just stay away from those filthy type of things. You know, anal sex and all that type of crazy stuff and stuff like that. And also spiritual fornication, which goes into worshiping of idols and giving food unto idols and stuff like that, and also worshiping of other gods. So no celebrating Christmas and all that type of crazy stuff with the belief of it. But with the ones that are without the law, I became as if I'm without the law also. Meaning, if one would invite you to go to the Christmas eating thing, you go. When they put the food in front of you, eat with no food, eat and ask no questions for conscience sake, unless they tell you this is offered unto Satan Claus or Santa Claus actually, and you know, and this is my God, whatever, which nobody would actually say, I think, of concerning the Christmas thing. They're not gonna tell you like, yeah, I sacrificed this unto the Santa Claus from the North Pole and stuff. They're not gonna say that. But with the Easter Bunny, they might say, yeah, this is actually given in honor to Ashtaroth, which is this. Actually, Easter. Oh, look at it here. This one. Look at it. This one. If they tell you that they do let's say they invite you to go have an Easter meal, and they sit you down and then tell you like, actually this is actually in remembrance of Ashtaroth. Okay, you don't eat that, man. But if they invite you, 1 Corinthians chapter 8 and 1 Corinthians chapter 10 explains that to you. You can just eat, unless they tell you that they worship like the literal deity or something like that. Yeah, I'm not eating that. If this statue is right there in front in the middle of the table or something like that, or a picture of this one, I'm not eating that food. But if you put it in front of me, I'll ask no questions. I'll just eat it. You know, knowing in the back of my mind that these idols don't exist anyway. You know, but for your sake, if you tell me that I won't eat it. For your sake, because you believe, I don't. I can eat whatever I want. You are the one that cannot eat whatever you want because you believe in the other. But anyway, that's another video in itself. 1 Corinthians chapter 8 and 1 Corinthians chapter 10 you can read for that. So, and from things strangled. We don't know if the animal that you're eating is strangled, so we can't control this. And from blood, you can't control that, so don't eat blood. And don't do the vampire nonsense thing also. But yeah, don't eat blood nor drink blood. And yeah, so it's just abstain from those type of things. And also simple laws like this. No, this. This should be easy. You know what I'm saying? You should go pray over it, man, because it's weird. You know? I always like when Jake women have this. Well, not this one specifically, but they don't line up their hair. That's what I like. And girls don't line up their hair neither, unless they want to be a boy. Then they line up their hair, you know, like this. You can see that it's a sodomite trying to be a boy. Yeah. If I see this on a girl, on a female, I already know what you want. You want to have a penis. You want to have a dick, and not in you. You want to be the one that's thrusting. Yeah, that's what you want. This is just ridiculous. My girlfriend. See. Oh, my girlfriend. Okay, I don't know. You won't see it. This is maybe just for ridiculousness' sake, and yeah. But females don't actually desire this, and A girl is not gonna look at you and be like, "Oh, he's not lined up. I'm not gonna be with him." That's a lie. You're lying to yourself. That's what you're doing. Girls are not like that. Bitches are like that. Bitches and hoes. They might have something to say. And of course, them dudes that like them and them dudes that they like. Those are the ones that are lined up. Fiends. But other than that, they're not. You know? So yeah. Whoa, 2:20? Oh, I thought I was going to stop at 2 o'clock. I mean, 2 hours. Anyway, so with that, I'm going to say shalom. Let me see if I'm done. Yeah. So, here, we bring comfort unto the Jacob descendants. Always being up in a comfortable zone. Why? Yeah. Not everybody can work in stress, uncomfortable environment, uncomfortable situations. Eventually, you're going to tire of it, and it's not a good thing. When the Lord brings it upon you, take it cheerfully. When thou art brought to a lower state, that's something else. The Lord is putting that one on you. Don't go seek it out for yourself, because that's just foolishness. That's just foolishness. And He will give you a spirit. Just pray for a strong spirit. Then you can handle anything and everything. All you need to do is get that spirit. Get that mindset. Be determined to fight it through it. Like I said, if you are working hard labor like this, well, let me see. Okay, but you do it with your hand. How about me tell you, no, fuck it. Go through it. You know what I'm saying? Work, stay uncomfortable, nigga. Stay doing this work. You can't lose your job. You can't switch job. You need to do this until you gray. Yo, by the time you hit, let's say you're doing this for 20 years long, day in, day out, 5 days a week, you're going to be in a lot of pain, boy, I tell you that. So it's just bullshit, okay? You don't do that. You don't put a man through that. It's hurtful for the body. It's not good. The body is not created for that. You shouldn't be doing it. Not that long. You should switch to get yourself a better job. Then you switch. You switch and you get to maybe a desk job, and that is also going to tire you out. Let me see. Because now your back might be hurting. You see? Oh, I didn't even click that. I was just going to say it, and poof, it shows you right here. Now your back might be hurting because you're sitting too long. Your head might be hurting because that screen will hurt your freaking eyes. It might give you a headache. So, what are you going to do? You're going to seek comfort, and you're going to seek another job where you be standing, you have a ball. You're always going to seek the comfortable and not this comfort. Women look for this. Women look for this. That they don't have to work for it. Then they just go and suck a pee-pee, and then, let the pee-pee bust in them, throw up in their mouth, with the Milky Ways and stuff like that. And then they're going to just sit back and just basically do nothing. No, not that type of comfort is what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? I'm not talking about that type of comfort. I'm talking about, just making something of yourself. Just like how that unjust steward made himself comfortable while being in an uncomfortable situation. That's the beauty of the Lord. That's a wise person. Use the world as not abusing it. You know what I'm saying? Just use the world, man. If you have so-called beneficial things that you can get from Esau, do it. Should you be seeking after it like a crazy madman, just like how females prowl the streets like a pigeon, always looking for food? No, you don't do that. You shouldn't be doing that. I like that, just man. Look at this little tootie over here, showing his little chest. What's up, man? I like it. Birds is funny, man. But yeah, these birds are always looking for food, always walking around looking all funny and stuff like that. He's a male and trying to get his female attention. But yeah, not like a female walking the earth like a pigeon. You know how pigeons always look for food? Every time you see them, they're looking for food, something to eat. Well, Yeah, well, not like that. Females, bitches actually, are looking for that. They're looking for a man with money. They're looking for a man with money on the street. They're looking for little tay tay like over here, doofus. They're looking for dummies like this, stupid negroids like this. Your teeth should be in your mouth, covered through your lips. That's why you should take away these nigger lips and make him be a lipless man. Actually, I wanted that gruesome, when somebody cut their lips off. Or the woman, no, I don't want to put that. The woman that her lips got bitten off by a dog, and then she had no choice but to show her teeth because she had no lips to cover it. That's what you should do with these type of. But yeah, that's just a joke. I'm kind of being serious, but I put it in a joking way, but yeah. Yeah. So anyway, right. But yeah, so this is not that type of comfort is what we seek, my man. But the beauty within, the ease of mind, comfort in the mind. That's the most important thing in this truth. Mind comfort. Then any physical uncomfortability will be nullified. Because your mind is not there. Your mind is at ease. You ever heard a nagging ever heard a nagging woman? Like she nagging all the time, irritatingly, screaming. If your mind is in a comfortable place, you're not gonna be really irritated with it because you don't bother yourself with that. That's the mind that we seek for in Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. And as long as you have that, nothing will be able to pull you down or irritate you. And then other people will look at you and be like, how can you live like that? Live like what? Like that. Well, I don't mind. You see? You see that? They wouldn't be able to understand it. But you can. But I would not wish a nagging woman on no man, I'll tell you that. But if you are able to take it, then deal with it, man. But if you're not, yo, this is what's gonna happen to you. Or this one. You wanna shoot yourself in the head. Because of her, she's bitching. Irritating. But yeah. But in your mind, she's gonna be this. Because you're gonna be comforted. This is what your mind can create out of this. This is representative of a fucked up situation. And this is what you make of it. Because your mind is different. So yeah. So with that, I'm going to say shalom.